armpits, your bikini line, you have that weird hair that pops up on your big toe. Get rid of it. This is Tria, an FDA cleared at-home laser hair removal device. It's the real technology, and we have it at an incredible value. Now, this has already been very popular. In fact, beauty editors love it. It's won a ton of awards. But here's why you get it on QVC. And this is the final time any host is going to be able to say this today. It's a $475 value. I'm so happy to say that we're doing it for a lot less, $389, but we also are doing it even better, 5 easy payments of $77.80. You're going to get the device, your choice of purple or pink, and the calming gel, which you will talk about in a minute, but I need to let you know where we are. So far today, over 13,000 have been spoken for. We only brought like 16,000 in. And if you want the pink, we have 1,000 remaining. That's it. We have 1,600 left in the purple. That's it. 600 people today have tried QVC for the first time because maybe they read about this in InStyle magazine or Brides magazine gave it an award. Either way, I'm happy you're here, and I'm happy to say hello to my friend Erica. So good to see you from Tria.
Almost the end.
This is your last presentation.
I know.
And you know what? It's a good thing because I don't know that you would have enough to go around. I mean, we're down now to our final numbers of what has been such a popular today's special value. Erica Vetrini is from Tria, and before we go any further, I know you are so proud every time you hear the words from Tria because this is a different type of beauty company.
Yeah, I mean, I've been in the beauty industry a really long time, and when I came on board at Tria, the mission and what they stood for was very much a part of why I decided to join the team. This is a group of scientists and engineers that make it their mission. They're dedicated to taking light-based skincare technology that exists only at the dermatologist, or previously existed only at the dermatologist's office, taking that unaccessible beauty regimen that really only celebrities and people who could afford it could then only afford, taking that exact same technology and putting that technology in the palm of your hands. In this case, we're talking about diode laser technology, hair removal lasers. They take the exact same technologies that derms use and they say, hey, it's 2015, it's now time for all of us to enjoy it at a fraction of the price, and that's exactly what they've done.
So here's what it really means when you get it home. I got out of the shower tonight and I thought, when's the last time I shaved under my arms in the shower? Because I was thinking about it because I knew I was going to come talk to you about this. And I'm not quite sure. It's been a long time. I don't have to shave under my, you don't want to look at my armpits, but you can, and you don't have to worry about it. I've gone away. I've gone out of the country now for 2 weeks at a crack and not taken a laser and worn tank tops nearly every single day. So it's not just about your armpits, though. Maybe hormones change. Suddenly you got that weird hair. Or you've always, since you were a young teenager, been worried about facial hair above your lip. Don't wax it. You don't want to shave it. Don't bleach it. Get rid of it once and for all. This is FDA cleared for permanent hair reduction.
It's clinically proven and FDA cleared, and if you don't believe us, the results that we have are just incredible. It's why we've done so well over the last year here at QVC without me even being here, actually.
So this is actually, wait, you know what, she's right. I actually wrote this down because I thought it was so interesting. So I didn't say this earlier, but if you go to QVC.com and you type in, you could, like, let's say you're looking for anything, something for your teeth, something for your hair, whatever. Do you know that the Tria laser hair removal system is one of the top 5 searches in QVC.com on beauty, even when we don't have it here. Today, though, all these women are searching for it every day. Today, we have it at the today's special value price, 5 easy payments of $77 and change, and you have 90 days to try it. If you don't love it, get your money back. So I just want to ask you, it will be probably the last time a host asks you today, final presentation. What is laser hair?
Right? No advanced orders.
What is laser hair removal?
Laser hair removal. It is the, so we know shaving and waxing, that endless cycle, keep doing it, go back and back because you have to. Not with laser hair removal. It is permanent reduction of unwanted hair.
And
the diode laser technology today that you're getting is the same as the dermatologist's office. We've got 3 months, and we're going to get you on your way to permanent hair reduction.
So
it means
now,
freedom is what it really means.
Now, picture, what does it say, speaks 1,000 words or whatever? We'll zip it for a second and show you this.
Take a look, yeah. So this is why, because over the last year, I think we were one.
See, we couldn't even zip it for a second.
I think we were the top. I know we're like the top 5 of the top 5, right?
Of searches on QVC.com for beauty,
and so this is exactly why.
It's
so
amazing.
Here you have your untreated area, and then we treat it for only 3 months. Once every other week. We then waited 7 months, and look at that after.
So you weren't treating for 7 months.
No.
You waited 7 months, and there's still no hair there to shave.
Because we wanted to show permanent hair reduction. And if you see this next before and after, this is actually a scientist on our team who treated a tiny little patch on his leg, the untreated area. Now look, only 8 treatments. We then waited not 1, not 2, not 3, 5 years, and then we took that after. Now, in most before and afters, we're asking you, hey, look in the corner, you can see there's a, no, the whole thing is clear, and that's how that underarm was too.
After 5 years, no follow-up treatments.
The best part is come really close, you're not even gonna see the follicles underneath the surface.
So there's no 5 o'clock shadow.
There's no, because we are shutting down that hair follicle. No 5 o'clock shadow, no stubble, no ingrown hairs. You guys have heard about it for a really long time. None of that.
It's so great. And then, now this is someone's lip. If you think about how that woman felt to have hair on her lip, constant, you put makeup on, powder, it sticks to the hair, it's not an issue anymore.
No, just again, 3 months, once every other week. After a year, we take a picture, and there is her final.
So now, again, remember, she wasn't getting treated for a year.
No,
this was after a year.
3 months. We then waited. We treated for only 3 months. That's the protocol. We waited 1 year, and then we took that after.
And 3 months, it's every other week, so
every
only 6
other
times.
Week. Yes, exactly. Now remember, this is the 4X, so we are treating everything from the lip, from the cheekbone down. So you have enough life in this device to treat, to get rid of any of your unwanted hair, permanent reduction of all of the unwanted hair on your entire body from your cheekbones down, your bikini, your underarms, your lip, your chin, your toes, wherever it is that you're unhappy with hair, and not for a limited time, but permanently. This is what we're talking about.
Your husband has that weird hair on his back.
Grab it.
Take care of it, because there's enough to do him too.
Yeah, it's actually really meant for one single person, but sure, if he's got a hair, all right, throw him a bone.
Oh, yeah. My husband did use mine, but
No, they steal. That's the problem. They end up stealing your device.
He's really happy. I told you that too. So here it is, 5 easy payments of $77 and change. If you've used this, we would absolutely love to talk to you. Our testimonial line is open. When I talk about you have 90 days to love it or return it, what kind of results can I expect to see during that 90-day time period?
Okay, so our clinical users reported a 60% hair count reduction after 3 treatments, okay? 87% said after those 3 treatments, what was left was finer and lighter. And then our clinical users said after completing a treatment, they waited a year, 100% saw results. Those are really big numbers from our clinical users. So you're gonna gradually start to see, first there'll be less hair there, what comes back is finer and lighter until it just disappears. What a relief to not have to shave. We had women calling in today, all day today, talking about their facial hair, about how they had lived forever, having to grow it out and wax it, and the pulling on their skin, and the redness, and all of that stuff, the ingrown hairs all over their body.
Or just being afraid that you missed one all the time.
And if it's not your face, if it's your underarms, if it's your belly button, wherever it is that you have hair and you don't feel sexy, you don't feel like a woman, this is your opportunity. Again, folks, I have to remind you, because it's important to me, because I've been in this industry for a long time, and as of very recently, there's a whole lot of stuff out there. I call them the gizmos and the gadgets, and then there's Tria. If you're thinking, why Tria? I'm telling you today, it's because our company, not just with diode lasers, but with fractional lasers, with lasers in general, we are not reinventing the wheel. We're saying, okay, what are people doing that's working? Dermatologists prefer this technology. They've been doing it for 24 years successfully. Let's not try to grab something that's kind of like that. Let's take exactly the same technology that they are providing the consumers and charging a lot of money. Let's put it in a handheld device, and let's give it to everybody. That is why our company is considered revolutionary. That is why it's so empowering to me and so great to be here on today's New Beauty, New Day. And it works.
And it really, really works. So, okay, you just need to know a couple things. Number one, we need to know, who is this really for?
Yep, absolutely. So it's great for all skin tones except for the very darkest of skin tones. So it's going to be great for all the ones you see, the white, ivory, beige, and light brown. It won't work on medium brown to dark brown. Now, if you're saying, I'm not really sure, don't worry. In a little bit, I'll show you. There's a skin tone sensor built into the base of the Tria. It will not unlock unless you can safely use it. So you get it home, you check it out. If it doesn't work for you, you send it back. As far as hair color is concerned, great on all hair color except for the very lightest. So it's not going to work on blonde, white, and red. However, you have blonde on your hair, top of your head, you probably are darker elsewhere. We also have an animation that I love to show people, because with real science comes an animation to show you what the real science is about. So here you can see that the pigmentation in the root of the follicle absorbs the laser light, it heats up, and it shuts down that hair follicle. Here is this growth cycle of your hair follicle. So it goes from resting to transition to growth. The reason why it takes 3 months is because your hair follicles all grow at different stages. We need to catch it in a growth phase to fully disable and shut down that hair follicle. I'd like to ask everybody out there to sort of feel the inside of their arm. This is where there's never really been hair. You feel how smooth and soft that is? That is how your skin should feel when there's no hair. That is how your skin will feel after using Tria.
So no 5 o'clock shadow.
No,
I have dark hair and fair skin. So sometimes even when I would shave, you could still see, as before I even felt stubble, I would see a little bit of like shadow there. Gone.
Always.
Gone. No more weird stubble. It's so much better. And here's the thing, you don't have to take my word for it. We do things like give you that 90-day money-back guarantee. So if you don't love it, just get your money back. We don't want you to keep anything if you don't love it. But maybe you read Brides magazine. Well, you know what? They gave an award to this called Best Hair Zapper. In the Best Hair Zapper category, I didn't even know there was a Hair Zapper category, they gave it to Tria. And why? If you think about brides who are going on their honeymoon, they're worried about their bikini line. They don't want to walk down the aisle and worry about the fact they have a mustache. This won Brides Magazine's Best Hair Zapper category. And InStyle magazine, it won an award for Best Beauty Buy, because don't go spend $1,000 to get your underarms done at the professional's office when you can do your entire body, in this case, even less than the Best Buy on in InStyle magazine, 5 easy payments of $77.80. And then maybe you saw it in Marie Claire, Allure, Health magazine. It's been in so many magazines.
Yeah, and we've been around for a while. Even Oprah reviewed it as one of her best, her year's best thing, because we've been around now for a couple of years with the 4X. So there's lots of press everywhere. The buzz is about. It's why people have been searching about it. We have a name in the industry, and I should probably show you how to use this laser. It's an at-home laser, and you're probably interested. So the cool part is you take it home and you're going to activate it first thing, right? So you go online or you call and you activate the device. You choose an area you want to treat. Let's just say that's your upper lip. You then turn on the device. Oops, I'm going to turn it off first so you can see. So just one button. Turn it on. Now here in the corner you can see it's locked. To unlock the device, you take the skin tone sensor built into the base of the Tria and you place it over the area you want to treat. Let's just say that's my upper lip. So I'll place it there. Dun, dun, dun. That means that I can safely use it.
Now I can safely use it as well.
Yes, we knew that about ourselves. I mean, if you had darker skin that wouldn't be able to use it, it would not unlock. Okay, at this point you choose between the 5 power settings. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. We want you to start at 1, but we do want you to work up to level 3, 4, and 5 as soon as you can. You get the Smooth Start Calming Gel today. So you apply that before your treatment, you leave it there, and it'll help you get to level 4 and 5 to really get the best, most effective treatment. Next, you're going to simply start to place and move about 1/4 inch. Now what's happening now is the pulse counter on the device is actually counting for you how many pulses per treatment. In your How to Get Started guide, it's going to tell you how many pulses per area. So it's 25 for the upper lip, about 100 for your underarms, 200 for your bikini. Now I'm going to show you that pulse counter that I'm talking about. Right here in the corner, you see that? It's counted 10 pulses. This is what's going to make sure that you get an accurate and effective treatment. Now the old Gen 3 took 6 months to get permanent results. 4X, 3 months to get permanent results.
And
so
you have
January, February, March.
And you have a 90-day money-back guarantee. So try it. If you're still skeptical, try it. You have enough time to get your money back if you don't love it. And think about like months before Memorial Day, you're never going to have to worry about shaving your arms or your bikini line if you're someone who's going on a trip. I have an update for you though. This is our final presentation of our today's special value, and in the pink, we have fewer than 900 to go around. Only 1,300 remaining in the purple. They both do the same thing, just pick the color you want to look at. But I have to tell you, this is really the final minutes to get this at 5 easy payments of $77.80. It's a $475 retail value. It's won awards in the beauty industry. It's been popular here at QVC. Now, when I get it home and I'm all ready to get rid of my hair, what is it going to feel like?
Okay, that's a great question. So it's a laser. It's the same laser that you get at the derm's office. When you go to the derm's office, you feel something. Same here. You're going to feel a sensation. It may be unpleasant to some people. Some people says it feels like a little rubber band snapping. Some people say it feels like a little pinch it's something. Know this, that as those hair follicles, and we both know this, as those hair follicles begin to be disabled and shut down, you're going to feel less and less of whatever you're feeling.
In fact, we had a caller last hour who called and said she wasn't feeling much of anything anymore, and she was wondering if it was working. And the answer is, oh my word, it works so well, because if you don't feel anything when you're zapping, it's because there's no more hair there.
And she actually said she started out feeling something. She's like, oh, but now I feel nothing. And I'm like, because you're pretty much done with your treatment.
That's how I really experienced it.
Yeah.
So that's it for sensation. You can always bring it down to 1 or 2. There's 5 levels. I say as soon as you can get to 4 or 5, do it, because that's when you're going to get the best results. So here it is, our final few minutes of our today's special value. If you don't want to have to shave or wax, if you want to be free of stubble on your underarms and your bikini area, but for a lot of women even worse, you're worried about the hair on your chin. You feel like you're getting hair on your cheek. You've got a mustache that you hope no one ever sees. You don't have to wax it. You don't have to bleach it and then just have hair that's a lighter color that you can see when you put your makeup on. You can actually get rid of it. You can kill the hair follicles and not have to worry about it again. We should say our bodies change over time. Maybe you have a baby, or maybe you reach a different part of life. I know at different parts of my life, I've said, I didn't know I had a hair there. The good news is, if you were going to a professional dermatologist's office, you'd be calling up again, paying for more treatments, or you'd be living with that hair that just somehow popped up. You have it in your hands now. So when you go into maintenance mode and someday you say, what's with the hair that sprouted on my chin? Go get your Tria out of the closet again, and you can take care of it.
And actually, they have you sign contracts that say, at the end of the treatment, you may have to pay for more. You don't have to pay for more. Enough life in this device to treat your entire body, from your cheekbones down if you're women, from the neck down if you're a man.
Can we take a look at the before and afters
again?
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah,
always.
Because if you just joined us, you're probably saying, well, I'd like to see it.
Yeah.
It's remarkable.
Okay, so here, that's an underarm, untreated. Now, we didn't treat it for 7 months. We treated it for only 3 months. That's what the protocol is for this device today. And once every other week, we then stopped. We waited 7 months, and we took that after. We want to show you what we're talking about when we're talking about permanent hair reduction.
Oh, and can I just tell you something before we go to the next one? If she got that same result at a derm's office, it would cost as much as over $1,000. It would cost $1,000 in most cities in the United States just to get her underarms done. If she wanted to do her bikini line, or if she's worried about hair on her upper lip, that's not included in the $1,000. You're getting the ability to do your entire body from your cheeks down for 5 easy payments of $77.80. She didn't spend $1,000 to get that result.
And she didn't leave her house.
That's right. She put the kids in bed and did a little laser hair removal.
Her husband's to work, so she took care of it. This is a scientist at our company. They all walk around with their little bald patches, untreated, and then here, only 8 treatments. We then waited 5 years and took the after. I want you to get super close to this one, guys. You can see the best part of this is that you don't even see any hair follicles underneath. There's nothing.
That means there's never any stubble.
There's no stubble. Bumps. There's no ingrown hair. There's not. Your skin, when there's an absence of hair, feels completely different. It's soft, it's smooth, it's beautiful.
It's liberating to remove unwanted hair growth. I mean, it's fine for him. He has a bald patch on his arm or whatever. But what about you if you have it on your upper lip, or you're like me, your hair's dark, your skin's fair, and even when you shave under your arms, you could see that hair.
Yeah.
And then, speaking of upper lip, when you look at the untreated, you know as soon as she put makeup on, those hairs stood out even more.
Oh, for sure. And not even that. She was probably taking care of it, but she had to wax and grow it out and wax or tweeze it. So many uncomfortable things she had to do.
Then you worry about a vacation. Is it going to pop out on me?
No, this is 2015. This device is available. This technology is available thanks to Tria. No more. So yeah, only 3 months. 3 months. That's all she treated it. We stopped. We waited 1 year. And look, that's the result of the after. So really, and again, folks, if you're not operating at a 4 and a 5, it may take a little longer, but you have the device. This is your device.
And you also, normally we say you have 30 days to try a product. Not with this, because you will actually see results. A lot of people, that's 2 treatments. You'll see results in the 30 days. But we want to make sure you're really confident. So we give you 90 days. That's the equivalent of about 6 treatments. So you can go through a whole treatment cycle. Am I wrong about that? Am I doing the math right?
Say again?
So you can go through almost a whole treatment cycle in 90 days.
Yeah, pretty much. Maybe absence of one.
Yeah. So you have 90 days, pretty much the whole treatment cycle, maybe 1 more or 2 more, but you're getting it and you have enough time to really try it. So if you're sitting at home and you're still saying, it seems too good to be true, just know you can get this baby home for $77.80. And if you don't love it, even after you've tried it in the privacy of your own home, you can get every cent back. So it's convenient. Do it on your own time, in your home. You don't have to go to the doctor and spend $1,000 just to get your underarms done and then pay more money to get your bikini or your lip. You can do it in privacy of your own home. For me, I like a beauty bargain. I'm not really interested in spending thousands of dollars on hair removal, but I also like having time. Like I feel like I don't have enough time. None of us do.
You know
so
what?
when I use this, and I actually don't ever shave under my arms again because of the Tria. When I use this, I liked it that in the time it would take me to basically put my shoes on and get out to the car, I could be done with a treatment. So like after I put the kids to bed, but before my husband comes upstairs and we start watching television, I could do a quick treatment on my underarms, and it was only one time every 2 weeks. And by the time summer came around, I mean, I've gone through a couple of summers now and never shaved under my arms.
You know what?
I've gone to the pool and not been like, oh, I forgot. That's the worst when you think you got one and you know, like.
For me, it was a trend, so I wish it was even about time. I would have like run anywhere to get this done, but this was the chin hair. It was like, how could I possibly manage that? Like that's
Not
the
to
stuff you don't even
overshare,
see.
but have you ever gone to the pool or the beach and you look down and you realize you thought you shaved, but you have that one weird bikini hair?
One or two or three.
I don't
or
like to
four.
talk about it, and it's never happened to me. I'm very ladylike now.
Have you ever been like, did they
we've all
see
had
that?
that, right? And then you're like, you know, trying to cross your legs, put the towel on your lap.
Yeah.
Just be done with it.
Yeah.
Be done with it.
Be done.
Yeah.
Be done because you can. Be done because it's 2015, and this is not, oh, really, can this happen? This is like, of course it can happen. It's 2015. This technology's been around for 20 years. Tria, same. Dr. Bob Grobe is the one who created the light shears that exist in the derm's office. Dr. Bob Grobe is the guy behind Tria Beauty.
Wow. Okay, I have to tell you what's going on. So this is our final presentation of this today's special value, and there's very few left. We started with 16,000 in the pink. Are you ready for this? We have 650 left out of 16,000. And in the purple, we have 1,100 left. So we are down to really the final percentage of what we brought in for the day. At the end of the day, if we even have one left, that price will go up. If you've seen this, Win Magazine's in Bride Magazine and InStyle Magazine, where they called it Best Hair Zapper, gave it a Best Beauty Buy Award. Maybe you've read about it in Marie Claire, Allure Health. You might have Googled it and found it for sale. I don't even like to use the word for sale because you found it maybe at the retail price of $475. And you know what? Even at that, I'm not going to bash the competition. It's worth $475.
It's funny because the first time this TSV'd, it was for much more.
Yeah.
And she was like, I don't care. It was still worth it 2 years ago.
Right.
I'm still
So the
glad
price
that
has gone down.
Yeah. And she was still happy.
But still elsewhere, you'll find it now for about $475. On QVC, you are getting it for 5 easy payments of $77.80. So it's the shopper's high of knowing you're getting a great value, but also what's priceless, going on vacation, not worrying about bikini lining armpits. How about just going outside, not worrying that you have a mustache that as a woman you don't want anyone to see you have?
It's time to do something for you. I mean, that's how I see it. I feel like when you take that first step, that's all you need to do. Take the first step and see how much this changes you. See how much freedom it offers you, whether it be your face or your legs or your bikini, wherever your insecurity is. It's freedom, it's confidence, it's so many things. You just have to take the faith that this is really this is the product for you and to start.
And if you don't love it, you've got 90 days. That's enough time to really see it work. Get your money back if for some reason you change your mind.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So let's say, it's flying out of here. All right. Well, we still have a few to talk about. Let's say hi to Rose in Maryland. Hi, Rose. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good.
Hi,
So
Rose.
you're picking this up for the first time, right?
Right.
Okay. So we want to hear why you decided to give it a try.
Well, I wanted to get rid of hair on my face because I was getting the real fine lines, or real fine hair on my face.
Oh, and you see them with like makeup, or if the sun hits you the right way. Yeah.
Right, right. I did have a question.
We would love that.
Does it work? I have red hair.
That's okay.
But I have blonde hair on my face.
Blonde, and the ones that you want to concern with, are they darker?
The blonde, well, on my upper lip, they're darker from just years of upilating. But the blonde hair on my face is blonde, very like baby blonde.
No, it's going to only work on the darker hair follicles, so it'll work on your upper lip. It will likely, how are your underarm? Is your underarms darker?
Yes.
Definitely work on your underarm. I bet you your leg hair is dark as well.
Yes.
all of those places, it will work for you. So the hair has to have some pigment in it in order for the laser light to find something and target it and to be absorbed by it and shut that follicle down.
Gotcha.
Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay.
In fact, we'll take a look at that hair tone chart. You know, and the thing is, Rose, if you get this home and you say it didn't work where I really wanted it to work because your hair was too light, I want you to get your money back, and you can certainly do that. I mean, it sounds like you have a lot of areas this will work for, but if that's not what you're going for, please don't hesitate to get your money back.
And I would say, Rose, also try, while you're simultaneously trying those areas, try your underarms. I mean, it's 2 to 3 minutes on your lip, it's 4 to 5 minutes on your underarms. Do them both in one session. You may be so happy with what's going on here and what you know can happen everywhere else that you're gonna wanna hold on to it.
I did it like a little bit above my belly button.
Yeah.
Because like, you know, I was probably the only one who ever saw it, but I was like, well, I'm gonna wear a bikini. You can use it anywhere, really.
And
Neck,
toes. I
Yeah.
mean, the questions we've had today, wherever the hair is that you don't want it to be, it can go.
Yeah. Rose, thank you so much for the call. I hope we answered your question, and I think you're gonna be really happy with it.
Yay, Rose.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. So Rose brought up a question about her hair. She was worried that it was too light. Let's take a look at that chart again.
Yeah, sure, great.
Because I want to be really upfront about who this is for.
Great for all skin tones except for the very darkest of skin tones, so it's not going to work for medium brown to dark brown or black. We had Leah, the host, on here today, and it actually worked on her skin tone. So really, if you're not sure where you lie in the spectrum, you want to get your Tria home. The skin tone sensor will not unlock unless you can safely use it. For hair color, all hair color except for the very lightest. So it's not gonna work on blonde, white, or red. But we were just talking, if your hair's blonde on your head, generally speaking, it's darker under your arms. Those dark chin hairs that come in, they're not blonde. They're usually black, unfortunately. Bikini, all of that stuff.
Okay, so
And I do want to remind people, this is the same way that it works for dermatologists.
that's right. So if you go to the
So this is-
dermatologist with these same questions, this is what they're going to tell you.
Yeah, the reason why dermatologists are not using other forms is because they know this is the one that really works and it's always worked, and that's why we chose it, and that's why it's the same sort of policy here, or whatever you want to call it.
Okay, so I'm so happy you all like it because we started the day with 16,000. We are down now to our final 2 minutes of our final presentation, and there are only 500 left in the pink, 900 in the purple. So
Fantastic.
we started with 16,000, 500 in the pink, 900 in the purple. You could go buy this somewhere else, and I do think you would be happy with the results as long as it's a Tria. Just make sure you're getting a Tria. But the retail value is $475. Why I think you want to get it here is because not only are you paying less, you're getting it home for $77.80 on Easy Pay. And if you think about it, if you start now, because you're worried about your lip or your chin or those rogue underarm hairs, or going to the beach and looking down and saying, I thought I shaved my bikini line. Why is there that one weird... You can, Vicky Sai from Tatcha's laughing because hasn't every woman experienced that? She's like saying yes. We've all had that. You don't want to think about it.
She's totally buying it.
She's
totally buying it.
Vicky, we'll talk to you after.
I want that stuff. Okay.
So anyway, Vicky Sai has proven we all have this issue. The thing that I wanted to tell you though is that get it home and use it, because by April you're going to have results, but it's actually sooner than April.
By the end of March, so it's 3 months. So 3 months from the day you get it, you're on your way. So, but yes,
you
have
start,
to get it. So our clinical users reported 60% hair count reduction in 2 treatments.
So
you're going to see.
So what's 2 treatments? That's the first month.
3 treatments.
3
so
treatments.
It's,
So
it's like
6
a
weeks.
month and a half.
Okay.
And really, we've noticed this. So you get it home. It's the coolest thing. You start with your underarms and you go back and you're like, I don't think I have to shave. And why does it feel like it's lighter? It has a different texture to it, and then it starts to disappear and disappear until it's completely gone.
We only have a minute left of our final presentation of our today's special value. We have 400 remaining in the pink. We have 900 in purple. It's going quick. Quickly, excuse me. I would like to show you the before and afters just one more time, because if you've been listening to us and you're thinking, I just want to see how it works, I want you to look at these results.
I know, and I need to explain that we didn't take 7 months to get there. We treated for only 3 months, once every other week. That's it, a couple minutes a day. We waited 7 months, and that's the after. Okay, here on the man's leg, you can see we treated only 8 treatments, and then we waited 5 years, and look at that after. If you could only touch that patch and feel how smooth it is. Guys, no ingrown hairs, no stubble. This is the only way you get this sort of skin, your skin looking and feeling this way again, is through laser hair removal, professional grade laser hair removal.
And that's a woman's upper lip. And you know
Yeah,
that was a pain for her, trying to figure out how to cover it up. It's now gone. So this is our final presentation of our today's special value. 350 remaining in the pink, a few more than that in the purple. but then that will be it at our today's special value price. And you have not had this on as a today's special value in like since 2013 or something, right?
Yeah.
So,
and then it's still sold like crazy without me being here. We had other items
yeah,
on the
but
show,
I mean, as far as this, so
Yeah.
now's the time to get the Tria. You've waited for it. We have it at the today's special value price. Just don't wait, because there aren't many to go around at this point. Erica, so nice to see you.
Thank you so much, dear. See you again.
See you
soon.
later.
Sorry.
Bye. If you go to QVC.com, you can see more, find out more about our today's special value. And we're going to take a short break, but I would ask you to stick with me for 1 second. I want to show you something because we've had our final presentation of our today's special value and there's still a little time left today. We're going to do a one-time only value coming up with it